Right, morning all. I'm here, but I've pointed the camera down. I'm going to start treating. It's about the 26th of August. These bees, I'm not taking any more honey off. I'm going to start treating with Amortraz. I normally use Pharma, I think it's Pharma Vita from France. This is the same stuff. It's licensed in the UK. It's the Spanish version. I managed to get a good deal on a load of this, and I'm going to treat them. So this is how you do it. Okay, you take the lid off. Oh, I've got some bees in there. Right, and then give them a little puff of smoke. Okay, take the crown board off. Right, as you can see, it's a well occupied one. So this stuff goes in for about 10 weeks. Once you've opened the packet, you've got to use it or it goes off. As you can see, wear gloves because it's got a miticide on it. And what you can do is just pull those off like that. It's got like little foldovers, and put them in. I usually put them about that far apart, so I'm going to slide this down in here. Okay. You mustn't put this on when you've got a honey flow on that you're going to extract, or supers. And then this one here, I'm just popping that down in there diagonally, so it's a well occupied hive, and that's it. So put this back on top. Okay, and I'm going to now put the lid back on. I must take all these off. I keep forgetting to remove these devices. These are like ventilators. Get a lot of them with this hive. Take that off. Take that off. And that's ready to go. One thing I am going to do, I'm going to take this block here out as well, getting ready for winter feeding. Okay, I'm going to put on here, ready, a feeder. This is quite a nice feeder. They work really well in here. Come on, off you go. Come on. Move this out of the way. All the crushed bees. Come on, girls. Out you go. Come on, out the way. Come on, up. That's it. Oh. Come. Get those out the way. There we go. Up. Whoops. Come on, off you go. Off you go. Off you go. Right, so I'm going to put that on there. Whoops. They're all trying to go down there now. So I'll just put that there. In a moment I'll brush them off properly. And then I'm going to put some food in there, and the bees can come up through that little area there and drop into the feeder there. There's a little wooden block without feeding. I'll come back and feed those in a minute. And then this lid goes on top. There we are. I'll put that back on, and it's quite a nice neat feeder, that one. It goes under the crown board, and then I can feed those and get them ready for winter. So there we go. So that's treatment of Amortraz in. Goes in for 8 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks, then take it out. So today's the 26th of August, 26th of September, 26th of October. So I'll get it out before the beginning of November. Make sure you keep a record excuse me, coughing here. On every packet there's an expiry date and a batch number. Keep a copy of that for your records, because this is licensed with the Veterinary Medicines Directorate, and then you're absolutely compliant. If you are tempted to use non-licensed medication, expect the Veterinary Medicines Directorate to jump up and bite your head off at some point, or pull your fingernails out. It's very silly to use non-recommended or licensed medication. A, you're in the food chain, and B, if you do use non-medicated stuff and non-recommended stuff and your bees die, then frankly you've got yourself to blame. I have come across cases of people using wood stripping crystals which contain oxalic acid, and vaporizing them into their hive, and then they're puzzled why their bees die. Whereas if you use the licensed stuff, you know the dosage is right, the purity is right, and so on. So you can only really sort of claim to use other stuff if the zombie apocalypse has happened and there's no one checking up on you. But use the real stuff. It's so expensive, this. That's about 30 quid for 5 hives. You know, it's really going to break the bank, folks. 30 quid for 5 hives, which basically means it's about a jar of honey per hive. And this stuff has got probably the best knockdown rate of any miticide that you'll come across for killing Varroa destructor. That followed up with an auxilic preparation at Christmas will keep your bees healthy. And if you do have a lot of Varroa, you're going to start getting bees dying during the winter, dying during the summer even, and they'll have deformed wing virus and all the symptoms of viruses spread by Varroa. It ain't worth it, folks. Bees are expensive, bees are valuable, don't waste them. Okay, there we are. I've probably ranted for too long, but there we are.